and today we will be talking about my February TBR. Ooh. What's up, internet friends? My name is Lexi and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited because today I will be sharing with you my February TBR. And I love February for reading because it is the season of love. Yeah, so usually during February, I like to read all of the fun romances and love stories, and this month is no different, so I'm so excited. And I also have a couple of books that I will be reading for Blackathon, which is hosted every single year by Jessie, and I will leave their channel down below along with all of the information for you as well. Okay, so without further ado, let's get straight into the TBR. So the first pile of books I actually can't show you because it's a secret. It's for a secret video that we'll be releasing in February, and I think you're really gonna like it. I'm very excited for it, so cross your fingers that it all works out. But yeah, it is this stack of books, and I've been working on this a little bit in the month of January just so that I'm not super overwhelmed. But yeah, I'm really excited, so be on the lookout for a special February vlog that will be themed with these books. Sorry, I can't show you what they are though. Anyways, let's go ahead and talk about Blackathon first. So just so everyone is aware, I only read 2 books in the month of January.
Ew.
Turns out this semester is just really hard. And basically all I've been doing is complaining about it to anybody who will listen because wow, there's a lot that I have to do just even in the first month, and I'm tired. I'm really tired. So I didn't want to put too many books on my Blackathon TBR just because I don't know how many books I'm actually going to be reading this month. But the cool thing about Blackathon is that even if you don't have a ton of time to read, you can still participate in other ways. They are doing this entire readathon where they do movies every single Friday, and I will be joining about every single Friday to watch along. So there's a lot of really fun movies on there. There's Coming to America, which is one of my favorite movies. I love Eddie Murphy. Let's see, there's Think Like a Man, I think, is that the title? It's either Think Like a Man or Act Like a Man or How to Get a Man. Oh my gosh, something. I actually saw that movie in theaters and it's so funny. It's like one of my favorite movies ever, so I will definitely be watching that. Black Panther is, I think, my favorite Marvel movie. It's so beautiful. It always makes me cry. I'm very excited for that. I'm just excited in general for all of the movies, and I think it's such a great idea, so I will definitely be participating in that way. And then also there are Instagram challenges, and I'm gonna try really hard to do those as well. So even if you're like me and you're a little bit busy, you can still participate in Blackathon no matter what, so I highly encourage you to do that. But these are the books that I am going to be trying to fit the prompts. I'm going to be doing the sci-fi fantasy route, and I'm pretty sure all 3 of these fit the prompts. Oh, except for this one. I don't think this one's a fantasy, but I want to read it anyways. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about the books. The first one, as you can see, is The Poet X, and this is by Elizabeth Acevedo, and I'm so excited about this. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know a lot about this or what this is about. I know that the entire thing is written in prose, I believe. Yep. So I don't know a ton about this book. All I know is that it's about this girl who grows up in Harlem, and she writes down all of her thoughts and feelings into poetry, and she joins a secret poetry club, I believe. And it's just her journey exploring poetry and kind of talking about what it was like growing up in Harlem. I'm very excited about this, but as you can tell, I really don't know a lot about the synopsis, but I heard about this book first from my YA course materials class over the summer that I took for my librarian school. I don't know what to call it. The master's program for library science, and everybody said that this was life-changing, and I've been meaning to get to it. So this is finally gonna be the month that I get to read this, and I'm very excited. Next up, we have a book that I am actually reading for another vlog, so I probably won't talk about this too much in February, but you will see my thoughts hopefully in March. But that is Hurricane Child, and I'm very excited to read this in the month of February. I can't wait, actually. This is a little bit of magical realism. It's about a girl who is bullied in school and she's having a lot of issues with her mother. I think her mom actually abandons her and she's trying really hard to come to terms with that. And then a new girl comes and I think she develops a little bit of a crush on her. But I'm very excited to read this. I've heard so many wonderful things. I've heard that the representation is excellent in here. I've heard that the slight crush is very sweet and it's supposed to be very heart-wrenching and beautiful. And I'm so excited for the magical realism elements. So I think this is probably my #1 most anticipated read for February. And then the next book is a book that I am so excited for. It's kind of thick, so I might try to find this on audio as well from maybe like my library, but that is Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi, and I'm very excited. I purchased this, I think, when it was a new release. I just haven't gotten to it because she's thick. But I'm really excited about it, and I'm really gonna try hard to finish it during the month of February. So this is about a girl named Zelly, and Zelly used to grow up with magic, but then I think the monarchy tried to destroy all of the magic of the village and killed her mother, and so Zelly is out now to bring back the magic. And I think it's just her journey trying to figure out how to do that and how to take down the monarchy. I hope that this synopsis is somewhat good. But I'm very excited, and I've been very interested in this for such a long time. This just sounds like it has so many elements that I'm going to love and connect with, so I really can't wait. Okay, so those were all of the books that I'm reading for Blackathon. Next, we will go on to my slightly smaller TBR, and hopefully I can read all of these. I don't know, cross your fingers, you guys. So the next book that I want to talk about is This Is How You Lose the Time War, and this is by Max Gladstone and Amal El-Mohtar, and I'm very excited. I know I've talked about this book quite a bit on my channel, and that is because one of my very dear friends, Kat, has recommended this to me, and I will be making this a priority probably in the first week of February. I'm very excited. So this is a female enemies to lovers, and I think that it's a little bit of a love story, kind of, sort of. It is about these two spies from competing agencies, and basically they are going back in time and trying to figure out ways to manipulate the timeline so that their agency wins and beats the other agency. It's a little bit complicated and confusing, but I've heard excellent things about this. I've heard that it's beautiful and lyrical, and I'm very excited. I've heard only good things about it, and I really trust Kat's opinion. So I'm very excited to read This Is How You Lose the Time War. Next up is an oldie but a goodie, and that is Chocolat by Joanne Harris. So this happens to be one of my very favorite books of all time. Actually, there are 3 books in this series. I love the second book just as much, but I don't consider the third one canon part of the series. Like, I don't like it. But the first 2 books are some of my favorite books, and I adore them so much. And I kind of want to go back and reread this and see if I'm still as in love with it. I really think that reading is interesting because sometimes you pick up a book just at the time that you need it, and so you connect with it a little bit more. And I'm just interested to see if I connect with it the same amount as the first time that I read it. This is about a girl named Vian, and she moves to this very small town in France with her daughter Anouk, and she decides to open a chocolatier and make hot chocolate for the people. But the people, they think that that's too much of an indulgence, and they are being persuaded by the church at the time to kind of shun Vian out. And basically, through the power of chocolate and maybe possibly a little bit of magic, she actually sort of starts to fix a lot of their personal problems, and she brings a lot of happiness to this place. And I love it. I really adored this book, and I'm very excited to read it. I think it'll be perfect to read also around Valentine's Day, just because we're talking about chocolate, and that is my jam. Very excited to read this, and yeah, hopefully I love it just as much as I remember loving it before. Fingers crossed. Next up, you're gonna see this book a lot. Until I have finished it, it will be on every TBR. And that is The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. I promise I want to read you. I've been busy, but I really want to read you. This is about a guy named Zach, and Zach basically gets involved in a portal fantasy secret society thing. He was supposed to go down a door and discover a world when he was younger, but he doesn't, and then he kind of gets a second chance. And I'm extremely excited to read this. I loved The Night Circus. It's one of my all-time favorite books. I think that the writing in it is very lush and beautiful, and I really trust Erin Morgenstern as a writer. I've just had a lot of papers to write, but you know, that's okay. This will be our year, you know? Wait, no, not our year. I don't want to stretch this out for a year. This will be my month that I fall in love with The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. Like, I can feel it. It's the month of love, you know? It's meant to be. I know this is a long TBR, especially since I only read 2 books last month, but it's fine, whatever, it's fine. The next one is Come Tumblin' Down by Shauna McGuire, and I love Shauna McGuire so much. The Every Heart a Doorway series, or the Wayward Children series, which is this series, is my favorite adult series of all time. I think it is brilliant. I absolutely love the concept. The first book is one of my favorite books of all time, Every Heart a Doorway. I think it's wonderful. Just super, super spectacular. So I've been really, really dying to read this ever since it first came out. I just have not. So this is going to be the month for that. Unfortunately, I really can't tell you what the synopsis is, because while most of the novellas in this series are very like you can just pick them up and read them in any order, some of them kind of follow other characters and other plots that have been developed in the beginning. This follows the 2 twin sisters from the first book and also from Down Among the Sticks and Bones. So I won't tell you what this is about, but the entire series just follows different children who go off into other worlds, and then eventually they come back into reality and they try desperately to find their portal world again. Kind of like if Alice had come back from Wonderland and then she realized that she just wanted to go back to Wonderland. They're really fascinating, fast-paced, and well-written. I feel like there's a lot of really excellent representation in these books as well. So if you're looking to pick up more diverse reads, I highly recommend this series. But I really can't wait. These are so magical and dark and twisted, and I love them. The next book is a book that I'm very excited to get to, and that is Dress Codes for Small Towns by Courtney Stevens, and I'm so excited to read this. I've heard so many excellent things about this book, and it's time to read it, you know? So this is about a girl named Billy, and Billy has an excellent group of friends. I think that they call themselves like the Hexagon or something like that. So in this story, Billy's group of friends love to scheme about different things. This is what the flap says. And they begin to think and scheme about love, and things go a little bit awry when Billy, I think, develops a crush on a girl. And so I think it's about her discovering her sexuality and trying to come to terms with that. I really don't know anything about this book, but I've heard excellent things from other booktubers who I really trust, and it sounds really sweet, so I can't wait to read it. And then finally, I will be reading the middle grade pick from Gavin and Jade for their monthly middle grade book club. I'm so excited. If you haven't heard anything about it, I'm going to link down below Gavin and Jade's channels below, along with like the announcement and everything, and their book, hold on, I have to look this up. It's on order, so I don't have it here because I'm ordering it from Book Depository because we don't have it in the US. So let me see. I'll read you the synopsis from online. So the book is called Never Tell, and let me see what the synopsis says. It says, born in a Soviet prison camp, Lena has never seen the world outside until the night she escapes with her best friend. As the pair journey across a snowy wilderness, they are pursued by a vengeful sorceress and her pack of shadow wolves. The children will need every ounce of courage and a whisper of magic if they are to survive. So I'm thrilled. I'm so excited. Also, I do plan on participating in every single one of Gavin's book club picks. So if you're looking for an excellent source of middle grade material to follow along and read with, I will be participating in their reading club. I highly recommend also both of their channels. I love Jade, I love Gavin, and I'm very excited for the book club. This says that it should possibly arrive before February 19th, so maybe I'll try reading this in 24 hours. I don't know, but hopefully it comes on time. Well, you guys, that is it for my February TBR. I've got some love stories, some fantasy, some magical middle grade. So I'm very, very, very excited. I'm also really excited because I think I'm introducing like a couple new series in the month of February that I hope you guys will like. Also, I know that a couple of you have been asking about my vlogs. The reason I haven't been vlogging is because I'm actually working on several vlogs at the minute, and they're all like secret TBR vlog videos. So I know for sure 2 are going live in February, but I think 3 are. And then I know that 2 of them will be in March. So you'll get plenty of vlogs very, very soon. I'm really sorry if you're here mostly for the vlog content, but hopefully you like some of February's ideas. Okay, well you guys, that is it for right now. Tell me what you're planning on reading during the month of February. Have you read any of these? If you have, do you think I will like them, or do you think there are a couple that maybe you didn't like so much? Please let me know down in the comments below. And I guess that's it for me. So until next time, you guys, I love you so much. And please remember to keep your head in the clouds and your heart in a book. And I will talk to you very soon. Bye.
I won't get close to your heartache. If you won't open your door, I'm feeling kinda lost when your mind is hiding whatever that is choking your chest.